Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Hypovolemia. And in today's episode, we are going to be getting into the kind of more enjoyable parts of this mod pack. Last episode, we got a lot of the grindy stuff out of the way, and obviously there's certainly some grindy stuff when you're playing a mod pack like this, where you're basically in a desolate wasteland. But we got our first iron ore berry. Ooh, and actually we got our second iron ore berry as well. I wonder if that growth pulsar down there affects both of these, or if it's just the one on top. I don't know. Either way, we've got our first iron ore berry, and that is super, super good, because that means we can get a bucket. And a bucket is a lot more useful than you might think, because once you have said bucket, you can grab blood out of here. Instead of water, we've got blood. Now, as you can see, it doesn't regenerate. There's no infinite source in here, but this still is really, really useful because A, you can use it to hydrate things. So, this little crop area that we have over here, we can break that out, put that guy down, grab some of this, and these will become hydrated, which is awesome, because that means we can plant our seeds, although I think I need agricraft to do that. Like, I'm pretty sure that I need to craft those in crop sticks. Let's just double check here. Crop sticks. Yeah, needs regular seeds. So let's just make a handful of those really quickly. Go away. There we go. And that is going to be very helpful for us, because it's going to allow us to get some clay and some other stuff as well. Now, this little location we're in, this is a very temporary thing. This is not going to be something we're in long term, but wow, that's really all the seeds you get. So basically, okay. I thought you got those a little faster, but that's fine. It's all right. So we'll plant those guys down and let them grow. But the other super useful thing about buckets is that when you get a bucket, you can turn it into other materials. So let's grab that. Oh, it's getting dark. Okay, we're going to have to do this quick. Or we're going to have to brave the night. And try and make this work out. So, as you can see, if you go into the quest book, we can take this. Oh, and that gives us a portable tank. That's super, super useful. We're actually going to need that. You can turn the bucket into lava, which is amazing and awesome. And I'm just going to quick run out here and use the portable tank. We can use this to gather up a whole bunch of blood at once and bring it back with us. And that way we should be, I'm 99 wait a minute. Come back. I thought it had a bucket mode. Maybe not. Either way, let's go ahead and let's just block that off for the minute. And then we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a cobble gen. Yes, infinite cobble. Very useful. Very, very useful indeed. Not the best cobble gen design in the world, but it'll work. And it'll make getting cobble much, much easier than doing it using the blood altar and all that kind of stuff. So this will definitely help us. That also means that we should very soon be able to get into decent stone tools all around, make ourselves a stone sword, all that kind of good stuff. So we've got our cobble going, right? Good, good, good. Okay. So now, I've got this lava. I don't really need it. Although, I think you convert the lava using LP into, yeah. Okay. So if we put that in there and feed it some more life points, like so, that should convert into a water bucket in just a second here. And then I think we can make ourselves an infinite water source, which would be very, very good. Let's put a torch right there. Why not? Actually, let's put it up here just so it's in line with all the other torches. Otherwise, it's going to drive me crazy. All right, and I'll put a torch right here. Cool. Okay, so we've got a water bucket. We'll put that water there. And we'll put this water here. And yes, that does make an infinite water source. Good, good, good. Okay, so now we've got a cobble gen, and we have an infinite water source. So that's definitely a very, very good thing and a very big step in the right direction. So now we need to get into some other stuff. So we can make coal, and coal is made using charcoal by putting that in the blood altar, if I remember correctly. And then we can make an altar diviner. Only because I did not have enough of my blood in the altar, nothing happened, and all the blood vanished. I also feel getting tedious making one offering at a time. I need some of my attitude. It's time I get some of my attitude back up. So basically, the altar diviner, I believe, will allow you to kind of slightly slightly automate the process of blood altar production. Something like that anyway. So let's see. I think what we'll do is... maybe we should hold off on that, actually. Maybe we should get into some of the other quest lines here now that we can. And that stuff's growing as well. Okay. So if we look at mechanism, go back. The first thing we need to make in mechanism is an enrichment chamber. I don't think that's really a good plan. I know Mind Factory Reloaded is also in here. We've got the Divination Sigil. That'll let me see how much LP is in the thing. That could actually be really useful. Let's just see. Divination Sigil requires a blood orb, glass, and blank slate. Okay. That's pretty doable, but it'll take a while to actually get there, because there's a bit of grinding that goes into that. Let's see what other quests we have. Fertilization. Ooh, this is the Seed Analyser for Agricraft, and then the Foundation, that would get me seeds. That might be the way to go. And there's monsters galore everywhere outside right now, which is never a good thing. There we go. Now, one thing, if I remember correctly, you can take this portable tank. We've got the configurator, and you can put this thing above the blood altar, and then we can... yeah, there you go. We can put that into green, and we can use that to fill this thing up instead of our own little whatchamacallit. So, that will work out much better for us than, trying to kill ourselves. And this thing holds a pretty decent amount of essence as well. So, let's just grab that. And we can essentially make a whole bunch of dirt and stuff now. Yeah, I think we'll do a little wall type deal. A little walled off area, although I'm really tempted to explore. Maybe we'll just make like a little walled off area over here, because really all I need it for is a place to like grow trees. So maybe we'll just make like a little walled, fenced off area over here, because basically I want a place where I can grow trees at night. That's the big thing. We'll plant our dirt right there. Make some of this. And bone meal. And then we've got a tree that we can chop down. And I think I'm going to convert that stuff all into charcoal. Ooh, and that actually gave me quite a bit of saplings. We'll do one more. Oh, I thought that was one of those big trees for a minute. I was going to be really worried, because I really don't want to chop down one of the massive giant trees. Which actually reminds me, I don't want to chop down one of the really massive giant trees, so I think maybe what we'll do is we'll go up to like there. Well, whatever. You know what? If I get one of the massive giant trees, it just means it's going to be a lot more of everything. So I'll just deal with it. It's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, cool. So let's dump you in here. And that's actually all the charcoal I have, isn't it? Okay, let's do that. That'll be fine. Ooh, and I've actually got quite a bit of iron in there. How much iron do you get for a single oreberry bush? Huh. Purified iron. Oh, you get 3 iron ingots for every oreberry. I thought it was only 1. Nice. That means that's actually quite a bit of iron. That's pretty fantastic. Improving the altar. Here we go. Perhaps I can reach more powerful. Okay. Enlarge the altar. So blood runes. I would need 8 blood runes. That would give me a full portable tank. That might be the way to go. Oh, and we're rolling in iron too, which is awesome. Let's see. Blood rune. Here we go. So to make one of those... Wow. That is a little expensive. Because don't I need a tier 1 thing? Sand and... Oh, man. Wow, that's pretty pricey. To do that 8 times? Whew. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a lot. I think, I mean, that's something we're definitely going to have to do. And we're definitely going to have to do that relatively soon. Although this would get us a blank slate. Well, this blank slate isn't the hard part. It's the fact that I need 8 of those guys, of the blood orbs, to make a single blood rune. That's just so... Wow. 10,000 life points. So that means I need 80,000 life points to make that. That's a lot. Plus, so 12,000 life points per. And I need 8 of them to surround the altar. Wow. That's a bit pricey. That's definitely a bit pricey. I mean, ultimately, it's going to have to be done. You know what we could maybe do? Can I convert these back? No, I can't. I was hoping so. Okay, well, I guess, you know, it's something that needs to be done. All right, well, I'm going to get to it. And I'll come back in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back, and I have decided on a different plan. I've decided to do something different. There's another way that we can get seeds in this pack. If we look at this quest book, we can actually get 10 seeds by making the Seed Analyser from AgriCraft, and that's going to be super useful for us anyway, since we can then use that to make better seeds that will give us more resources and all that kind of stuff. Also, we have enough essence to make clay, which means there's actually another quest here that we can claim, and that will give us a diamond and another golden apple, which is definitely a good thing. Now, what I'm actually going to need clay for, I'm not really sure, but it might come in handy at some point, so we're just going to leave it be at the moment. Also, here is one we should probably get into ASAP. That's the Blood Dynamo, and that is going to basically be our main source of power in the early game. So to make a blood dynamo, it's a whole bunch of redstone surrounding a blood altar. Redstone, not that hard to make. Like, it's kind of hard, but not that hard. I mean, basically, it's redstone. It's essentially sand and a lava bucket. You can craft those together and make redstone, which isn't too bad. Like, that could be way worse. Making the sand's kind of a pain, but that's okay. So, we did go ahead, and I did smelt that up, right? Oh. Sand does not smelt into glass? How does one get glass? Sandstone. Aha. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. We can use that to make 2 sandstone, and that'll give us enough glass for what we need. But that means I do need to make 2 more sand, and I thought I already had that sorted out. Oh well. Come on, Blood Altar. There we go. And that'll give us 7. And then once this guy's done, we'll have 8. Also, more of these guys. Always good. There we go. And that should be the last one we need. And then we can make a bunch of sandstone, which we can then convert into glass. And hopefully the glass panes are the normal way, right? Yes, good. Okay. Just making sure. So let's make 2 sandstone, drop that guy on there. And drop that guy on there. There we go. Okay, we've got our glass. So we can make glass panes. And now we should have everything we need to make the Seed Analyser. So let's make some of that. And I think I actually need a couple sticks. So let's go seed. That's not how you spell seed. Seed Analyser. There we go. Got that thing made. And that will give us 10 wheat seeds, which is really, really, really important. For now, I can only grow 4. So that's all I'm going to do is just the... Oh, and actually I need my hoe, right? Yes, wooden hoe. So for the time being, I'm only going to worry about growing a couple of them, and we'll just grow them like right along here, I think. Oh. Well, there goes my hoe. And naturally, I am 1 stick short of being able to make a new pick and all that kind of stuff. There we go. And new pick. Beautiful. Actually, let's see about maybe making an infinite water source over here. If this is going to be one of our little farm areas, that would probably be a good idea. We'll just do that. Actually, no, I want to recess that. I think we'll do that. That should be an infinite water source back there now. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab our hoe. Grab our crop sticks. And plant our seeds. And those should now grow. And actually, that's growing. Wow, that grew really quick. But we can use that to make bread and food and stuff like that, obviously, which is probably going to be kind of an important thing. Now, let's see here. It says it doesn't have bucket mode. So let's just take a look at these tanks. I know there's a tank that has bucket mode. Here's the portable tank. Maybe it can't be upgraded? Maybe it can? Let's see. No? I thought that thing could be used in bucket mode, but it doesn't appear like it can. Can I just, like, shift right click? No? Okay. Does it matter if I do fill, empty, both, fill? Okay. I guess we got to do it the old-fashioned way if we want to fill that thing back up. And do it by hand with a bucket. I thought there was a way to make it, like, pick up everything at once, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So, whatever. Not a big deal. We'll just plop that guy down. Grab some of this. Can we get it? There we go. Like so. The problem is that this stuff, like, doesn't flow, so it's kind of hard to tell where the high points are, because I'm trying to, like, get rid of all of this at once. There we go. And that's now full. Let's just fill these guys up as well. And then we'll go ahead and take it back. Oh, and I have no apples with me anymore. Okay, well, we can grow some trees and things if we need to. If we get really desperate, we can do that. But let's put you there. Grab our configurator and right click, and that should start emptying in here. And then we said redstone was a lava bucket and a bucket of sand. So let's get a little bit of this. Come on. Do the thing. That work? There we go. Okay. So we've got 2 buckets there. Let's grab some skeleton skulls so we can make dirt and ultimately make it into sand. Still bucket of life, right? Yeah, there we go. And then we need to make these into sand so we can make redstone. You'll see in just a second here. There we go. I suppose we could just leave it in there now that I think about it. Because it's going to turn to dirt, then it's going to turn to gravel, and then it's going to turn to sand. And then I think the sand turns into cobble. Or something like that, anyway. Hello. Yep. There we go. So we can just combine those here in a crafting window, get a block of redstone. Which isn't too bad. I mean, it certainly could be worse. But then we need to make those into a weak blood orb. That's going to be a little trickier. That's going to take a bit longer. Oh man, my food is so low. This is not a good thing. We may have to reconsider this strategy a little bit. Let's take a look at the quest book. Let's see if there's anything here. I mean, irrigation. Oh, that would give me melon and pumpkin seeds if we make these. And melon seeds would actually be a pretty decent source of food, honestly. Like, I'd be able to use that pretty quickly. So maybe that's what we'll want to do. Let's take a look at AgriCraft. Here we go. So we would need a wooden water tank. That's easy enough to make. In fact, a lot of this we can probably do just like super easily. Because these guys convert pretty quick. Just like that. There we go. That should be enough for the barrel thing. There's the wooden water tank. And then we needed an irrigation channel. So 1, 2, 3. And then we needed the sprinkler, which does require some iron, but I think I've got all the iron I actually need for it. Right here. There we go. And did the sprinkler require any wood planks? It requires 1. Okay. There we go. So, channel. And was it like that? Sprinkler. There we go. So that's all of that stuff. And if we... No? Oh, I need more of those. Okay, that's easy. We can do that. There. That's 10. There we go. Now we should be able to complete that quest. And that will give us pumpkin and melon seeds, which is awesome. And it says it unlocks a quest elsewhere. Now, I'm not sure where exactly. Witchery, maybe? I'm thinking it unlocked the witchery line, because I don't think this was here before. Seed mutations, wheat seeds with water seeds to create belladonna seeds. And that would give us a lot of crop sticks as well. Uh-huh. Okay. Now, here's a question as well. We're growing this stuff, right? Are weeds enabled in this pack, I wonder? That's probably a question that's worth looking into. Because Agricraft is a mod that I know relatively well. Let's go ahead and make 2 more crop sticks. Let's break up the earth and the water seeds. And let's do that. And just put those over here. And see... Well, actually, we got a Seed Analyser, don't we? Let's just put you here, I guess. And we'll analyze the seeds. I'm sure these will all be just like 111s. Right? Now, these are not actually going to grow or spread until later. So we might have to wait on that. Can you make a watering can in this? Do we have extra utilities? No, we don't. We do have the Sigil of the Green Grove, though. So we can use that and let those grow that way. That's probably a better solution. Hopefully that will allow those guys to spread. Now, I'm not sure at all if that will work with, or if weeds are enabled in the pack. Because if weeds are enabled in the pack, then I have to like babysit stuff, and that's probably not going to be a good day. But if they're not enabled in the pack, it really all just depends on how the thing's configured. You know what I should probably do is between episodes, I'll just take a look at the Agricraft configuration file and see how the Modpack creator has it configured in this particular case. Because there's a lot of different ways that you can actually configure Agricraft. So I think that's probably a better idea. Rather than experimenting and trying to figure it out, I'll just look at the actual files and figure it out that way. So let's make, let's make 4 more crop sticks. And here we'll plant you and you. We'll grow that and that. There we go. And then I still need 2 more pieces of dirt so I can plant my melons and my pumpkins. There we go. And grab. Beautiful. Okay. And we'll plant the melons and the pumpkins over here, which I naturally left. That was silly of me. There we go. Let's grab those. And we will plant melons and pumpkins here and here. So 1 hoe, 1 hoe. Those aren't crop sticks. Crop stick, crop stick. Melon, pumpkin, and you know what? Sigil. We'll sigil it. Why not? There we go. So we get 1 melon for that. That's it. Whew, man. I'm going to have to work on that a little bit, because that's pretty terrible. That's a pretty significant cost. It is enough, though, I think, that we can keep ourselves alive. Wow. Doesn't like trees as much, though, that's for sure. Well, either way, I think that is where I'm going to call it for this episode, guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time. Hit by a bullet.